Rewritten script. The hollow echo of Lucy's laughter still rang in my ears. Paranoia, she called it, her voice soaked in condescension. But my gut tightened more with each passing day. It wasn't paranoia. It was the quiet changes, the whispered phone calls, the sudden late nights at work. It was the way her eyes no longer searched for mine, the way her touch felt absent, robotic. Lucy and I were high school sweethearts, 10 years married. We built our life together brick by painstaking brick. I thought it was unshakable. But lately, the foundation felt more like sand, slipping under me, threatening to pull everything under. I tried to talk to her. Is everything okay, Lucy? I asked, voice laced with a vulnerability I hated showing. She just smiled. That brittle, distant smile. Of course, honey. You worry too much. That smile used to comfort me. Now it felt like a dagger. The suspicion grew, dull and constant like a pressure in my chest. I started staying late at work, not because I needed to, but because I couldn't stand the silence at home. The house felt haunted, not by a ghost, but by the absence of love. Then one evening, driving home past an Italian restaurant, I saw her, Lucy, sitting across from a man, the hands clasped together on the table, their laughter rising into the night. My stomach dropped. It was George, our neighbor, the one with the polished smile and always too friendly demeanor. That night, I said nothing. I couldn't. The pain was too raw, like a punch that knocked the air from my lungs. But I needed time. Time to think, to plan. They say revenge is best served cold. I disagree. I think it's best served carefully, like a poisoned wine, slow, deliberate, and final. Over the next few weeks, I gathered proof. Phone logs, bank statements, photos. I even hired a private investigator, Brenda. She was sharp, no nonsense, and confirmed my worst fears. It wasn't a fling. It was an affair. A consistent, tangled web of betrayal spun right beneath me. Then came our 10-year anniversary. The irony was suffocating. Lucy had planned a romantic dinner at home. She was humming in the kitchen, blissfully unaware. I set the table, not with roses or candles, but with something far more powerful. When she walked out, glowing in a dress I had gifted her last year, I held out my hand. Happy anniversary, Lucy, I said, my voice steady, rehearsed. She smiled, that radiant, lying smile. Happy anniversary, darling. Saturday. I poured wine. My hand trembled, just slightly. I have a surprise, I said. Her eyes lit up. Oh, what is it? I slid a manila envelope across the table. Her smile faltered. What's this? Open it. Her hands, still wearing the diamond ring I once gave her with love, trembled as she unlatched the clasp. Inside, call records, statements, surveillance photos, all of it. The final piece, a detailed report from Brenda, cold and clinical. Lucy's face drained of color. Her eyes scanned the pages, her lips parted in horror. Gone was the smugness, the laughter. All that remained was fear. How did you? She whispered. I'm not as paranoid as you thought, I said calmly. Then came the doorbell. Lucy jumped. I knew who it was. George. He probably planned to see her after our little anniversary celebration. I opened the door. His smirk faded the second he saw my face. George, I said, my voice chilled. I believe you know my wife. He stammered, eyes darting past me to Lucy, who sat frozen at the table, evidence spread in front of her like a crime scene. I stepped aside. Come in. We need to talk. He hesitated, then stepped in slowly. I shut the door behind him. The lock clicked, final and sharp. I pointed to the envelope. Explain that. He opened his mouth. Nothing came out. He looked like a deer about to be hit by a train. He tried again. I didn't let him finish. Weeks of bottled fury exploded. I lunged. My fist collided with his jaw. He crashed into the wall, stunned. Lucy screamed, a shrill, broken sound. "You son of a—" I roared, pain fueling every word. "You destroyed my life. My marriage." George cowered, face pale, lip bleeding. He tried to speak. I hit him again. Lucy was sobbing now, begging me to stop. But I couldn't. I was too far gone. The rage had taken over. I only stopped when he curled on the floor, whimpering. Then I turned to Lucy. "You lied to me," I said, voice shaking with heartbreak. "You betrayed everything we built." Tears streaked her face, mascara running down her cheeks. "I'm so sorry," she wept. "I never meant to hurt you." "But you did," I whispered. "You broke me." I walked to the bedroom, pulled out a suitcase, started packing. Lucy stood motionless, watching, helpless. She knew. It was over. 10 years. Gone. Reduced to debris and silence. I walked out the door, past the wreckage of what used to be our life. Past Lucy. Past George. A strange calm settled over me. The pain was still there, but the fury had drained. I had unmasked the truth, faced the betrayal, and walked away with my dignity. It wasn't the ending I wanted, but it was the one I needed. And as I stepped into the night, I knew I would survive this.